What's bacon fam, it's your boy Shankamuffin here, and welcome to my in-depth herb run guide. As a disclaimer, this guide is strictly for people who care about pure profit when doing farming. If you're looking for gaining enormous amounts of experience, this isn't the guide for you. Also, another thing to keep note of. All inventory setups as well as items that are listed off are assuming that you have the quest done. Also keep in mind that this is a guide for medium level players. This means that you do not have the Mauritania Elite Diary completed, as well as some of the house favorite on Zaya. I also will not be using the Lunar Spellbook. I know a lot of people who do farm runs in general use the Lunar Spellbook, but for this video I'm going to be using the standard spellbook because that's what I like to use. I will also include a table of contents with timestamps so that you can skip to a section of the video that you wish to see. I will leave it up on the screen for a few seconds so that you can go over what section you wish to watch. Alright. So let's get into this guide. I'd like to take this opportunity to go over what exactly the farming skill is. Basically, it's a skill where you plant crops, pay someone to look after them for you, and wait a couple of hours for your stuff to grow. That's really all that farming is. It's a running and waiting simulator that takes up at most maybe 10 minutes out of each run, and if you're just doing herb runs like I'm going to show you, it's at most 5 minutes out of your day. Now, let's get into the levels that are needed for this herb run guide. For this herb run guide, we're planting herbs that bring in 100% straight profit into your bank. I'm listing off that our first level required is 26 farm. At this level, you unlock the ability to grow Harenlanders. Each one herb that you harvest can pay of upwards up to 5 seeds of the single herb, making this a great jump starter for acquiring some GP. And eventually, once you feel comfortable and you feel that you have a good amount of cash, you can then move on to Renards, which are level 32. And from this level and beyond, you then can do any herbs that you want. Let's get into the recommended quest section. The following quests are here to aid you in your herb runs. They are here to help you gain more money as well as decrease the travel time needed to get to all the 5 herb patches that I will eventually show. The first quest that I have to list off is Lunar Diplomacy. Lunar spells are the most useful when it comes to training skills in old school RuneScape. Although I don't use them personally in my herb runs, there are massive amounts of people who do. Just because different people train different skills in different ways doesn't mean that it's wrong. Keep that in mind when it comes to training any skill that you're doing. The second and third quests go hand in hand. Completion of Edgar's Ruse will give you access to a teleport to reach the herb patch located in Trollheim through completion of My Arm's Big Adventure. After you complete My Arm's Big Adventure, you unlock a permanent herb patch that a troll will look after, and the patch will never die. The fourth quest is Plague City. This gives you close access to the Ardoin herb patch after completion of the quest, due to the ability to teleport to Ardoin. The fifth quest is Ghost Ahoy. After completion of this quest, you unlock a teleport known as the Ectophile, which teleports you a mere 10 seconds away from the Canifis farming patch. Lastly, and surely not the least, with being just as equally important, completion of Fairy Tale Part 1. After completion of this quest, you get Magic Secateurs, which increase crop yield by 10%. Now let's go to the recommended levels for your herb runs. For this section, these are the levels that should be acquired and other skills in order to make your herb runs much quicker. Let's start with Magic. Magic is one of the most important skills when doing herb runs. It provides tremendous benefits with both teleportation and aiding the growth of your crops. The minimum level requirement is 61 Magic. The reason being is the completion of Edgar's Ruse. With having a Magic level 61, this guarantees full access to all the 5 herb patches that I will be showing off. Next is Lunar Diplomacy, with a minimum level of 83 Magic. At 83 Magic, you gain access to use a Super Compost spell on any of your patches while farming. This helps save inventory space and a little bit of money, as well as you get some Magic XP in the end. I personally only use Standard Spellbook, and I'll be showing the route with the use of the Standard Spellbook. If you're looking for a guide that involves lunars, this is not the guide for you, unfortunately. Our next skill is agility. The minimum level requirement is 44 agility due to the shortcuts that you can access after teleporting to Trollheim with the completion of Edgar's Ruse. Another thing to keep in mind is the higher your agility level, the less run energy that you use, resulting in the completion of your herb runs being faster. Alright, setup for your gear. For herb runs, you're trying to do them quick, so having weight reducing clothing is a must. So go with full graceful, and if you don't have this, go with boots of lightness, spotted cape, and penance gloves if you somehow have those. For your weapon slot, I personally use a dust battle staff because it provides with unlimited air and earth runes, but a staff of air is perfectly fine to use for these runs. Now let's move on to the inventory setup. For your inventory, I'm going to set it up as if I was doing herb runs. So the first item is the ectophile, then a seed dipper, a spade, a rake, your magic secateurs, 5 super composts, 5 herb seeds that you wish to plant, 1 stamina potion or 3 energy potions, 10 law runes or 15 law runes, 10 fire runes, 10 water runes, explorer's ring 2 or beyond, and the artery cloak 3 and beyond. If you do not have the artery cloak 3 and beyond, nor the explorer's ring 2 and beyond, this is perfectly fine. I will show you the route using the teleports in the standard spellbook. If you wish to wear your arty cloak, go for it, as well as for the ring. Do what you want. I really can't tell you what to do. So you want to start out your farm run route by starting in Fallador. But once you teleport to Fallador, or if you're in Fallador already, go south of Fallador to the southern entrance of the city. Once you're there, run east until you can see the Fallador farming patch, which is right near a farm. When you arrive there, if the herb patch is not raked, rake it, super compost it, and plant your seeds. If you do have herbs in that patch, feel free to talk to the Tool Leprechaun to exchange all herbs into noted herbs, which will save inventory space. Once you've done that, use the ectophile to teleport to Canifis. Once you have refilled your ectophile, run west until you see the farming patch. Once again, super compost and plant your crops, and once again, if you have any herbs, use them on a Tool Leprechaun. When I teleport to Trollheim, I use the agility shortcuts to go southwest. Once I'm at the ground level, I run west until I get to the troll camp. Once I'm at the troll camp, I run north, and then I enter one of the caves for the troll stronghold. Run south until you can see a ladder on your left side if you're facing the camera north. Use that ladder to climb up to the top of the fortress, and then run north for the third patch. Once I've collected the herbs or planted the crops, I then teleport to Ardoin. Once at Ardoin, I run east, and immediately after I leave the wooden picketed fence, I run north until I see the herb patch. Once again, plant crops, exchange the herbs to the Tool Leprechaun, and be on my way. For the last spot, teleport to Camelot and run east until you see the farming patch, and then collect your herbs, as well as plant them. Congratulations, this is the entire route, and this will take you no more than 5 minutes. And depending on the herbs, you have earned a massive amounts of profit, and over time, it will be worthwhile. Well guys, that's the end of this in-depth herb run guide. I hope you found this very helpful. If you'd like to join my Discord server to be part of a growing community as well as talk with me directly, feel free to join. The link is down in the description below, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Please enjoy this outro.